You know, I felt like right at the ending part of this episode, the animators decided to pull my fucking feels button right at the end there. If you know what I'm talking about, then good, but that is fucked up, okay? But the way they did the ending just, it brought back the fucking emotions again for this fucking morning. Okay, so, besides the ending, okay, I don't want to spoil nothing, just this episode, it was good. It was a good fairy tale episode. It was a very good fairy tale episode. It had the right amount of comedy that fairy tale usually does. It has fan service of Lucy, which is common in this entire series, which I've completely learned to ignore or just laugh at, because it is pretty funny and good. And one thing also, we get to see Lucy actually fighting someone by herself with her celestial spirit, so I like that. It was a really good episode. Yukino and Lucy is taking on this dude that has all sorts of forms of gravitational magic, switching environments to water, lava. It's really cool. And honestly, I like it. Now let's talk about this beginning. This beginning is probably the main factor I really want to get out of the way, okay? So last episode, it was just so fucking epic. I mean, seeing Arcadios just fucking walk in lava like a fucking boss with that fucking music. That was like, holy shit. And then this episode begins right where it should. It begins where he's walking through lava. Now, he's walking through lava like a fucking badass. You see him slowly fucking sinking. He saves Yukino and Lucy. And then he literally is like up to his fucking neck. His neck! In lava! He's still fucking talking! Okay, so, if this anime was following physics, he would have been dead. Fucking dead. But this is an anime, so I want to be honest here. Fucking badass. I don't know if he was started by friendship power, space magic, or he's just a damn fucking boss. But holy shit, he's awesome. Arcadios is fucking overpowered, okay? He walked through fucking lava, got halfway submerged in more, and lived. That's a fucking boss. He's a fucking tank, okay? He's a fucking tank. Let's just get that clear. So besides that, besides, probably some certain problems with that entire beginning, how people would probably have problems, I could see why. It was still awesome. It was still fucking badass, and he is a good character, even though this is Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail has its problems, we all know this, but it was still a good episode. We can look past it. It's a good episode. It had that enjoyment factor that Fairy Tail usually does. It had the entertainment value, had epic fights, had the nice fights going on with different people. We got to see a little bit what's going on with Wendy. Wendy's in an eternal dream now. She's being smothered by fucking plums. Fucking plums. And unconscious, and then you have someone finger poking her in the mouth like Yuriism going on, like what the hell. And so, overall, this episode was good. I mean, it had a good amount of action, the animation wasn't that bad, and it definitely was a good episode. I mean, it progressed, I guess, the plot a little bit. I mean, but mainly the point of this episode was just seeing the fight between this monk dude versus Lucy and Yukino, getting to demonstrate all the celestial spirits in this episode. For instance, I mean, this is actually the first time we get to see all the celestial spirits in Fairy Tail 2014. So it's good getting to see all these familiar faces back again in this anime, and I had a lot of enjoyment getting to see it. And Aquarius popping up at the ending with her fucking face all rage. I was like, hell yes! Just, I love Fairy Tail. This is a good series, a very good series, good episode. It may have its problems, but it's still a very good fucking episode, and I enjoyed it. It was a good episode. I mean, there's not really much I can really put down. Like I said, the only problem I see with this episode was at the beginning of how Arcadios somehow magically space magicked himself alive, but, I mean, that's it. That's really it. Everything besides that, it was a good episode. So, tell me your thoughts. Did you love the fight in this episode? What'd you feel about Natsu fucking fighting that freaking executioner? And he's like saying, you don't feel any sins, you don't even know what you've committed sins, all that. And you I've never seen a person like you, like a criminal like you. That's pretty funny. I like that. Natsu's fight's interesting, but I'm finding this entire fight with Yukino and Lucy versus this monk guy a lot better and a lot more enjoyable than Natsu's fight at the moment, because we're getting to see Lucy as the main character for once. I mean, if we think about it, since the very beginning of Fairy Tail, Lucy is the main character. I mean, she was the first person on screen. Technically, the story's kind of about her. So it's good getting to see Lucy fighting a battle by herself. Well, technically she's not, but is at the same time. She's actually fighting someone out, having her ass saved at the last second. So right there, good episode. So everybody, tell me your thoughts. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you hate this episode? What's your favorite months about? What'd you feel about that space magic Arcadios being a fucking tank? What'd you feel about the Aquarius right at the ending? All of you major emotional fans, you know what feels I'm talking about. What'd you feel about that ending? Everybody, I love you so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.